Dear students, welcome back to the lesson What, Where, How and When. Children, by learning about past, we come to know about several things such as what people ate, the kinds of clothes they wore, the houses in which they lived, and what their occupations were. We can also find out about the lives of hunters, herders, farmers, rulers, merchants, priests, craft persons, artists, musicians and scientists. We can also find out the games children played, the stories they heard, the plays they have seen, the songs they had sung. We came to know that the past was different for different groups of people. The life of farmer was different from that of royal people. People followed different practices and different customs in different parts of the world. People lived on the bank of the rivers for several thousands of years. These people were skilled gatherers. Children, gatherers are those people who gathered their food from forest and from their surroundings. Who are gatherers? Gatherers are those people who gathered their food from forest and from their surroundings. They collected food from nearby forests. They knew about the vast wealth of plants in the surrounding forest, collected roots, fruits and other forest produce for their food. They hunted animals. Later on, people started growing crops and domestication of animals. People from various regions of the world came to the subcontinent to settle here. This has enabled enriching our cultural tradition as well as share their new ideas with local ones. Do you know that Iranian and Greek people who came from the northwest called the land situated to the east of river Indus as India? Bharata was used for the people of northwest and thereon for India. See my dear children, north, south, east, west, these are known as cardinal directions. In between north and east you can see northeast. In between east and south you can see southeast. In between south and west you can see southwest. In between north and west you can see northwest. Okay, these are known as cardinal direction. If you learn these cardinal direction, it will be easy for us to understand the map. Physical map of the subcontinents. Here you can see Himalayas, the great Himalaya. Here you can see Kirthar. There you can see Indus River. Here Thar Desert. And see Vindhya, Satpura, Tapti River. Here you can see Narmada. This is Sun River, one of the tributary of Ganga. Godavari, Deccan Plateau, Krishna River, Tungabhadra. Here you can see Bay of Bengal. There you can see Garo Hills. Now let us see here Bay of Bengal, Garo Hills. Garo Hills in northeast direction. Okay. And here you can see one more important place. Here Suleiman. Okay, these are the important places where we can find evidence for past life. Several evidences for past life. Okay, let us see what are the specifications about these places. Narmada River. Where is Narmada River? Here. Here you can see Narmada River. Narmada River, where people have lived along the banks of this river for several 100,000 years. Next, Indus River. Some of the earliest cities flourished on the banks of tributaries. Do you know what are tributaries? Tributaries are smaller rivers that flow into a larger river about 4,700 years ago. Then Ganga River. About 2,500 years ago, cities developed on the banks of Ganga and its tributaries. What are tributaries? Tributaries are the smaller rivers that flow into a larger river. So the area along these rivers flows into the south of the Ganga was known as Magadha, which is in Bihar now. Magadha is in Bihar now, okay? And there were strong kings who ruled Magadha. Sulaiman and Kirthar Hills. Here, men and women started growing crops such as wheat and barley about 8,000 years ago. They also began rearing animals like sheep, goat and cattle. Here, they have started domesticating animals. Okay, sheep, goat and cattle. Garo Hills to the northeast and the Vindhyas. Here, agriculture developed and the places where rice was first grown are north of the Vindhyas. The places where rice was first grown are north of the Vindhya. Vindhya Satpura. Have you heard? Now let us see names of the land originated from. The word India comes from the word Indus, called Sindhu in Sanskrit. The Iranians and the Greeks who came through the northwest about 2,500 years ago and were familiar with the Indus called it the Hindus or the Indos, and the land to the east of the river was called India. This is how our land India got its name. Okay, children. The name Bharata was used for group of people who came through northwest as mentioned in Rig Veda. Earliest composition, first composition. Okay. Written in Sanskrit language 3,500 years ago. Later it was used for country. It was very famous. Now let us see finding about the past. We used to search for the past details as well as we used to read books written a long time ago. These books are called manuscripts. Manuscripts are a very important source to know about our past. These manuscripts were usually written on the palm leaf or on the bark of a tree by hand. Okay, by hand. With our hand we used to write a manuscript. Once these sources are found, learning about the past becomes an adventure and gradually history is reconstructed. Children, manuscripts are very important source to know about our past because In the olden days, there was only a way to write, that is, writing on a palm leaf with any sharp objects. So once these sources are found, these recordings were found, it will be another step for man to begin an adventure. Gradually or slowly, history is reconstructed there. Manu means hand, scripts means writings, comes from Latin word. These were handwritten scripts usually written on palm leaf. I told you already. Over the years, many manuscripts were eaten away by insects. See, now also if you keep your textbooks or notebooks for a longer period, definitely moth or any other insects will come and eat all those sites. Even termites also. Children, do you know who are archaeologists? Archaeologists are those persons who study remnants, bricks, stones, tools, weapons, pot, pans, ornaments and coins. They also look for bones of animals, birds and fish in order to find out what people ate in the past. So those who study about these things are called archaeologists. They used to excavate in order to find more things about past. Plant remains survive far more rarely. Seeds of grains or pieces of woods have been burned can survive in charred form. So they used to analyze and everything in order to find out how old these things were. Now let us see, is there only one past or many? See, our book's title suggests there are many past. See the title past. Normally past means plural. The past of every person is different from other. For example, the lives of herders or farmers were different from those of kings and queens. The lives of merchants were different from those of craftspersons and so on. See, life of teachers are different from life of students, is it not? Even today, people follow different practices and customs in different parts of the country. By contrast, most people living in cities depend on others for supplies of food. Those who are staying in cities, really they are depending on the farmers who are living in village. So differences such as these existed in the past as well. I told you already, kings kept records of their doings, but the common folks didn't. What may be the reason? The common people, they didn't get proper education to read and write. So they were unable to record what they have done. But the kings and queens, they got a chance to record what they were doing, what that they were experiencing, because they got education, they got skills to record what they wanted to record for the future generation. It can be inscription, it can be creation of manuscripts, etc. So archaeology helps us to find out about their lives. There is much that remains unknown. Now let us see. Throughout the year or throughout these years, people traveled from one part of the subcontinent to another. The hills and high mountains, including Himalayas, deserts, rivers, seas, made journeys dangerous at times, but never impossible. Just imagine about the olden days, before 2500 years ago, whether early men used to travel in aeroplane, whether they used to travel in ships? No. Then how these people must have traveled, the amount of difficulty that they have faced throughout their traveling. Can you imagine? Sometimes men marched in armies conquering other land. Merchants traveled with caravans and ships for trade. Finally, some people perhaps traveled driven by a spirit of adventure. wanting to discover new and exciting places. These movements of people enriched our cultural traditions. I told you earlier in the beginning of the chapter. People have shared new ways of carving stone, composing music, and even cooking food over several hundreds of years. Now, match the following. Here you can see question. Narmada Valley, the first big kingdom, Magadha hunting and gathering, Garo Hill cities about 2500 years ago, Indus and its tributaries early agriculture, Ganga Valley the first cities. Shall we match the correct answers now? Narmada Valley? Yes, it's famous for hunting and gathering. Magadha, it was the first big kingdom. Garo Hills was famous for early agriculture. Indus and its tributaries, where you can see the growth of first cities. Ganga Valley, there you can see cities were existing about 2500 years ago. So dear students, once again let us see the map. Here, what are the important places that you have to remember? Himalayas. Where is Himalaya situated? It is in the northeast position. Here you can see northeast position. You can see Himalayas and Garo Hills. Okay. And there in southeast position you can see Bay of Bengal. Here is north, here is south, here is east, and here is west. And here in northwest position you can see Kirthar and Suleiman. There also you can see Indus River and Thar Desert. Okay, and here in the southwest direction you can see Arabian Sea. Not only Arabian Sea, you can see Western Ghats in Malayalam, Paschimaghattam. Have you heard of Paschimaghattam? That is known as Western Ghats in English. And here you can see the famous rivers Narmada, Tapti, Krishna, Godavari here. And Vindhya Satpura that you can see here. Okay. So these are the important places that you have to study in this chapter. Okay. So in the first chapter, map 1, physical map of the subcontinent is very important. So go through the textbook. Please read all the paragraphs. We'll meet you tomorrow. Bye.